Today, I'm going to talk to you about what I call the pain period. You might be going through the pain period right now. It's the most crucial period in this whole pickup thing. It's the period where most people give up. And whether or not you can push through this pain period really tests who you are. And it really tests if you'll be successful at this. If you give in to the pain period, you are fucking your life over. Lots of people give up during the pain period. And the reason for this is the law of averages is simply weeding out the weaker people. But the fact that I'm telling you that the weaker people are being weeded out is usually enough to get you to change. Just the fact that you're hearing this means that you'll be more compelled to not be part of that weak group. You'll be more compelled to not just be a failing statistic. When it comes to meeting women, everyone experiences this pain period. And right when it happens, you come to a fork in the road. And you can choose your path. Are you going to choose the path of fighting through that pain period and getting to the other side? Or are you just going to be another loser? It's literally 100% up to you. What choice are you going to make? There are a lot of people who end up making the wrong choice. They get to that fork in the road and they give in to their weaker side. They end up fucking themselves over because they don't want to experience temporary pain. When I first started pickup, I joined this creepy ass lair. And a lair is basically a bunch of guys that come together and they give each other dating tips. And this lair had about 30 people in it. And after a few months, the number of people that were actually actively approaching women for real was about 10%. So 90% of people either quit or never really did anything. And the reason this happened is because they didn't want to feel that pain period. Or the second they felt it, they gave up. They gave up on potentially meeting the woman of their dreams. They gave up on having a better life. They gave up on being a stronger person. They gave up on themselves. Obstacles are a necessary part of every journey. When there's an obstacle in front of you, you don't just say fuck it and give up. If you're not facing any obstacles when it comes to meeting women or just in life in general, then you're doing something wrong. Obstacles are there so that you can overcome them and be a stronger and better person. Now let me talk about how long this pain period lasts. For everyone it varies a little bit, but for me it was about 2 weeks. And you might be thinking, 2 weeks is not that long of a time, I can do that. But when you're putting 100% effort into something, and for 2 weeks you experience pain, it seems like an eternity. But the thing is, because I was willing to accept those 2 weeks of pain, my entire life changed. Now, I'm not saying there were no obstacles after that, but if you can get past that initial pain period, things get so much easier. I really want to stress this. You're never gonna feel as uncomfortable as you do during that initial pain period. And that's why so many people give up. They can't take it. But I'm telling you, I want you to trust me here. If you can get past that initial pain period, you'll be fine. If you're going through these challenges and you're skipping a day or you're just giving up, I want you to do something for me. I want you to go in front of a mirror, look at that person, and say, what the fuck are you doing? And then immediately get out of the house and get back on track. You might have already skipped days, and if you did, don't worry, all hope is not lost. What I want you to do is I want you to start over from day one and make a mental commitment to yourself to not give up, to not skip a day. I've been reading the excuses you guys have put in the comments, and 99% of the time, it's utter bullshit. The fact that it's raining outside, the fact that the weather's not ideal, the fact that you got in a fight with your parents is irrelevant to your progress. These are all just things you're using as an excuse to not do it. Are you a weak person? If you are, then by all means, use those excuses. But if you're not a weak person, then grab your fucking balls and go meet some hot-ass women. What do you say after the approach? How do you just start talking about something new? These were two questions that plagued me for so long when I was trying to learn how to meet women. I was completely baffled by what I should be doing after I stopped a girl. Transitioning to a new topic seemed like a very awkward thing to do with a stranger. I didn't know how you could just go from talking about one thing to talking about another thing that was completely different. So my solution to this was to try to think of the most perfect transition every single time. And what happened was, as I was thinking the best way to segue from one topic to another, I would just get caught up in my own mind and completely ruin the interaction. Then almost a year after I started, I realized that transitions were really stupid. The times that I messed up the most were the times that I tried to fit in the perfect transition. My theory was simple. I noticed that with my friends, I rarely used any transitions. I would just start talking about something else. I never worried about whether or not my segues were smooth, and vice versa. So I did a little experiment. I went out and I started approaching girls without any transitions. I would just start talking about something else. And at first this was a little bit difficult because my natural instinct was to revert back to the old ways. And I wanted so badly to just throw a transition in there. But after a few attempts and forcing myself to just hop from topic to topic, something kind of magical happened. My fear of not knowing what to say rapidly disappeared. One of the main reasons I was even running out of things to say in the first place was because I didn't know which topics were okay to bring up because there was no transition to them. So when the obligation of transitioning was gone, I just simply said whatever was on my mind. It was a really good feeling. There have been times in this journey when I've had small epiphanies. There also have been times where I have very, very large epiphanies. And this was probably one of my biggest ones. The fact that I was no longer held to the belief that transitions were necessary changed the way I interacted with people. So here's what you do. Whenever you feel the need to transition to a new topic, just don't do it. Don't use a transition. Just start talking about the new topic. Sure, sometimes transitions just naturally happen in conversation. That's okay. But a lot of the times, there won't be a natural transition. So instead of not saying anything, just don't use a segue. Just start blabbering about the new topic. With today's challenge, I want you to approach 5 girls. After you open them with a compliment, I want you to transition to a new topic without using a transition. It sounds simple enough. Here's an example of me doing it in a very exaggerated fashion to prove a point. Can I throw something like really random out there? I actually did want to know what there is to do around here, but you are attractive and I had to tell you that.
Thank you.
What is your name? Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah.
Well, you should go there. There's a bunch of food in there.
Can I hit on you for like 1 minute?
I have a boyfriend. I'm sorry.
You do?
Yeah.
I like skydiving.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Have you been?
Yeah, I went 2 weeks ago. It was amazing.
That's fun. Where'd you go?
Do you know where? It's like this gigantic, dry, empty lake. I forgot what it's called. Whatever. Like Lake Elsinore.
Oh.
Yeah. It was amazing.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I also saw Django Unchained yesterday.
That was very good.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Quentin Tarantino, just mind-blowing.
Yeah, he's pretty awesome. The other is the Unami Burger, which is straight up this street. In Santa Monica Boulevard, and they have good burgers.
Oh, really?
I like burgers, so I would
like
get
burgers?
a burger if I were you.
All right, well, it was very nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you too.
Enjoy your face.
Thank
it's
you.
awesome. If you think that's too easy, then I want you to try today's super challenge. For the super challenge, I want you to talk to 5 girls and start talking about something kind of risky. And by risky, I mean something that isn't a social norm to be saying to a stranger. For example, in the clip I'm about to show you, I start talking about pussy farts, otherwise known as queefs. And we have a fun conversation about queefs that I did not transition into. You'll see me laugh a few times, and she laughs too. And overall, it was just a very interesting, funny conversation. In fact, I even got her number at the end of it. Check it out. Is someone sitting here?
No.
Okay. I actually had a question. Question or a statement that would lead into a question. The statement is, hello, you look interesting. I want to say hello to you. And the question is, where is the best place to eat around here?
Oh, best
Yeah.
place to eat. Like right here?
Like here, within walking distance, within I would say like half a mile. Because I have very sensitive knees and calves and I want to know where I can go without the sensitivity really kicking in.
I usually don't eat out, so I can't help you too much. But sensitivity, like how, like
Like sensitivity in my
Literally walking.
well, I was born with like weird hips, so when I walk,
So
like
literally walking.
literally walking. What's your name, by the way? I'm Jesse.
Jesse.
Nice to meet you.
I don't know really.
You don't know?
I mean, I don't know if you're familiar with Ackerman at all.
No, I'm not. I don't go here. I'm actually picking up a friend, and
Okay.
you know something really cool about this campus, though? People here are just so friendly. I love to talk to people, and like they're just really nice to talk to. Like for example, you. Great.
I really don't eat on campus, but if you go through here, go across, there's a food court.
Do I need like one of those little cards to
No,
swipe?
no.
Do you have one of those cards?
Yeah.
Is it true that they don't carry over to the next quarter and that you have to use them all before the quarter's
in
over?
terms of food swipes,
Yeah.
That's if you live on the hill. For
Oh.
wanting onto the dining halls. That's to get in because like the dining halls are all like all you can eat.
Oh, I see.
So that's for that. But up here, no, you use cash.
Oh, cash, okay.
You can put money on that card, but
You can't?
no, you can't.
Oh, you can, okay.
If you want to, but
What are your thoughts on pussy farts?
I'm sorry.
Like, what are your thoughts on pussy farts? Like when you queef? You know when like a girl has like air in her vagina and then it gets pushed out? What are your thoughts on that?
I don't think I've ever had a thought about that.
Have you ever had it happen to you before?
I'm not one to consciously think about it. I kind of
Just let it happen.
bodily functions just happen.
Because
So-
yesterday I experienced, or not, I didn't experience, I don't have a vagina, but
That'd be a little-
I heard someone for the first time in my life actually have air pushed out of their vagina, and then they just kind of smiled at me, and I was like, what the fuck?
Wait, you heard it?
I
Or-
heard it. And then they explained to me what it was, and it grossed me the fuck out. So I'm trying to ask people, like, why girls do that? Is the air created inside, or does it get pushed in via an external force?
Wait, I think I know what you're talking about now. I don't think it's created.
Okay.
It's just probably because, you know how female anatomy is.
Yeah.
It can be opened and air can get in.
Oh, thank you for enlightening me on
I don't
this.
know what the conditions are for that. I don't think it's happened to me often or anything. But
I'm not judging, don't worry. You're good.
what did you call it though?
Pussy farts.
No. Like
Oh, queefing. I think that's like
I can't go around asking.
I think that's like the medical journal definition, queefing. Yeah, I think there's like an entire chapter dedicated to just air in vaginas. What is your number?
619.
619. As you saw, the need for transition is just one big societal myth. Have you ever been talking to a girl and thought to yourself, oh shit, she didn't use a transition there? No, you didn't. No one ever does. After I came to the realization that transitions didn't matter, I went out to see how far I could push it. I would talk to strangers and just start conversation hopping. I would bring up the most absurd, weird topics to see if they were weirded out by the fact that I was just suddenly talking about it. And guess what? No one ever noticed. Sure, when I first started doing it, I wasn't that confident about it, so the lack of confidence was weird. But once I actually accepted the fact that transitions were not necessary, no one ever noticed a thing. It just came across as natural and everyone went with it. Now I can change topics over and over and over and over again without any segue. It's pretty awesome. After doing this challenge, you should feel a huge weight off your shoulders. Transitioning is a waste of time and a waste of energy. You don't need to do it. So get out there, take the challenge, and let us know how it goes in the comments below. I'll see you tomorrow.